Okay, so um, the Handflow is one of the foundations of Liquid, and I guess I just want to talk about how one could use the Handflow as a gateway to viewing a lot of the concepts and learning a lot of concepts that were laid out in, for example, the LPC, Liquid Pop Collective Instructional, and other concepts that were not laid out in that instructional. And I guess to begin really simply, we'll just do the basic Handflow, which can be broken down into 4 steps. And they are as follows: 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you're comfortable enough to do those sequences smoothly, you can actually smooth out the stops in between the steps, and you can get your basic Handflow. Now, it's helpful to learn your Handflow in both directions because that will just open up your dance a lot more and allow you more places to go with your liquid. After you can comfortably do your Handflow in that position, I suggest that you actually do it in a variety of positions. So even stuff like this, because it's going to feel a little different even though it's the same movement, like doing it in front of you. Or even one palm down and one palm up. And even maybe the other side. And taking that basic Handflow, you can use it to open up a few different concepts. One, for example, could be Derail, which is basically drawing lines in space with your liquid. And let's start with the basic Handflow in front of you. And you can actually expand your elbows out, maintaining your Handflow into a line. And what this allows you to do is that you can draw those lines with your liquid in space. And eventually you can take that and expand the distance between your hands and maybe use less cycles of Handflow between each step. So instead of looking like this, it might look more like that. And that's something like you'll see a lot of people like Frequency or Fluence who do a lot, is their box rail, and you're still maintaining that Handflow, except you're taking a very distinct path with your Handflow instead of just the cycle, the foundation cycle that we talked about. Another way to use the Handflow as a gateway to view a concept is through the concept of folds. And a very basic fold might look something like this. And you could just break that down with the basic Handflow once again. And you can just start with that palm up, palm down Handflow slowly. And as you get comfortable with it, turn so one hand's perpendicular to the other. And the guy who I guess invented the fold prime basically took his Handflow and turned it sideways. And what you can do after this, when you turn it sideways, is you could flip it into that fold, that full fold, like that. So one palm goes under, while the other palm goes on top. You can practice that by doing stuff like this, without doing the fold, but just doing your Handflow up and down with your palm changing sides. And turn that into this. When you combine it with the perpendicular aspect of it. And eventually you can just take that fold and move it. So I guess that's another application of the Handflow that you can use.